Hey everybody, Paint Marine here, and welcome to the results of the Homebrew chapter contest. So first off, I just want to say thank you to absolutely everyone that participated. I was completely just blown away, humbled, thankful for everyone that participated. A great number of people participated. I guess a little bit more than I expected, but at the same time, I'm glad that it was that many. I just am completely happy. Yeah, so with that though, there was a little bit of confusion with the deadline, and unfortunately there's a few late entries that didn't quite make the cut. And I explained in the video how it was going to be ending at midnight on the 20th, going into the 21st. So it's kind of like one of those things where I should probably in the future not have my deadline be midnight, because that definitely got confusing. For like which day is it midnight on the 20th into the 21st, or is it midnight on the 21st going into the 22nd? Like I explained in the video, but not everyone I guess watched all the way through, or maybe just forgot, because like I said, it got kind of lost in the mix there. So in the future, I'm definitely lessons learned, and I definitely felt bad and sorry that they weren't able to fully participate, but I still want to showcase their work, and then in a minute here, kind of get more into I guess what else is going to happen. So there was 3 of them that entered, and if you take a quick second here, I'm going to showcase them real quick for you now, because I definitely want to show their work and everything, because there's definitely some awesome stuff. So without further ado, here's those 3.
Darkest hour, only light of the Emperor can guide us and stay away the evil. Ruined by those betrayers and the demon Severance, still alive, now in the shadow, a ghost. The enemy will know to fear vengeance of the chapter. Librarian Kratos, last of chapter Turquoise Thunder, son of Gilliman. The Knights of Caliban are an Ultima founding successor chapter of Dark Angels. Grand Master Lothar, the chapter master, was among the first of the unnumbered sons delivered to Grand Master Azrael by Robute Gilliman. They act similarly to the Raven Wing in that their primary deploy to investigate and hunt the fallen. None of the Knights of Caliban save their chapter master know of the ancient dark secret. In time he will surely bestow that trust among others. But that is a trust that will likely take a century or more to earn. The Angry Goats chapter are a successor chapter of the Iron Hands and have a very strong affinity for dreadnoughts. They are formed during the Sentinel founding, tasked with scouring the Emperor's realm and holding the line whenever the enemies of mankind sought to gain a foothold. Due to the nature of their mandate, their fleets and battle brothers are spread thin and often work in small task force to combat the enemy. One such group is Task Force Valdosta, led by the chaplain Dreadnought Valdosta. Task Force Valdosta and his team are currently stationed in the system of Del CTY, supporting the local Imperial forces in a seemingly unending battlefield.
Alright, hey, welcome back. So, again, great work. I definitely apologize that there was confusion there, but I want to include them again, because like I said, I don't want to see their efforts go unnoticed, but then also to include them in this next part. And this next part is something that I definitely wasn't planning, but I just felt so overwhelmed with just thankfulness from everybody in the community for participating, that I decided to kind of change up the prizes a little bit. Now, first place is still going to be the Impulsor and the Incursor Squad when those get released, but that was the only prize. There was no other prize support, and so because of this, and just like I said, the awesomeness of the community, I've definitely decided to extend that to a second place prize, a third place prize. And so for second place, I decided, I had put a poll up, and I don't know if you saw it on the Facebook page, kind of like a reaction poll to the new characters coming out. So I picked the 2 top reacted to characters that people were looking forward to. So for second place, when it is finally released, the Primaris Lieutenant, the new Phobos Primaris Lieutenant, will go to the second place winner. And then the third place winner will receive the Phobos Librarian, the same one that was in the Shadow Spear set that is going to be released separately. So I've extended a first, second, and third place prize for that. But then to extend it even further, and this is where, again, like I said, I wanted to include those three that were a late entry because I felt kind of bad. But everybody that participated that sent something in is also going to get something. And what that is going to be one of the Space Marine heroes from the first series of Space Marine heroes that they put out. Now, it'll be completely random because they're still in the boxes and everything. But I'm going to extend that as a thank you to everybody that participated. Because again, like I said, I was just completely appreciative of everybody that participated. And I enjoyed reading everybody's lore and reading about their, or seeing their chapters and everything. It was just really awesome. So, another special thank you to everyone that participated, to include those 3 late entries, you'll be receiving Space Marine Hero. So, with that being said, if you participated, I still have your messages saved on my Paint Marine page. So just go on there, and if you could send me a postal address where I can send it to, and bear with me, it's going to definitely take some time to get all the packages together and shipped out. I mean, there's going to be a lot going all over the world. So just filling all that stuff out and everything is going to take a little bit of time, but I promise, you'll be getting a Space Marine hero. But that's not going to include first, second, and third. You're going to get your own prizes, and then everybody else will get a Space Marine hero. So, so again, just thank you for everybody that participated. So I guess we'll get into the results here. So there was a ton of votes. I was also very pleased with the amount of responses. Definitely, I don't even know how many times multiplied the entries are that people that voted. It was definitely over 300 people participated in the poll, which was just awesome. So we definitely got some good breakout there. Looking at the results, I don't think that there was any potential padding of results. Hopefully not. I definitely hope people didn't go out and try to get as many of their friends and family just to vote for theirs. Hopefully they got them to participate and to truly go look through and, on an honest opinion, pick their favorite, and not just vote for their buddies or their family members. But I do know that can happen, but hopefully it didn't. It was just all just a very honest and truthful poll. And looking at the results, I feel like I think that can be said. So overall, everybody got at least a few votes, a couple votes. There was not a single chapter that didn't get a vote, which was awesome as well. And then there was also quite a bit of ties. There was a decent breakout. Number one clearly won by a decent margin. Not a huge breakout, but a pretty decent margin. And then second and third, like I said, there's a bit of a gap between first and second, but then second and third were pretty neck and neck. And then we have a tie at 4th place and 5th place. And then after that, there was a lot of ties, but it was like a 5-way tie or 6-way tie on a lot of the other ones. I guess I'll go into the results here. I'm actually going to do kind of the top 5. So we'll have 2 I guess it's going to be 4 honorable mentions, and then we'll get into the top 3. So kind of the finalists, or the, like I said, the honorable mentions, coming in at 5th place. Now this was a tie. At 5th place was the Aesir chapter. I believe I'm saying that right. Aesir is the one that has like I think it's Nordic style lettering. I'm not sure, like the A and the E. But yeah, so it's the Aesir and the Tiger Redemptionist. Now they tied for 5th. Some awesome models, great work, great lore, everything. It was really cool. So congratulations to you. Like I said, you'll get Space Marine Heroes. Sorry you didn't place, but like I said, you guys tied, and it was, like I said, the margins in some of these were pretty close. So in 4th place, tying for 4th place, was the Unforged and the Void Legion. So again, congratulations to you. Sorry again you didn't place, but definitely worth an honorable mention on those 4 great chapters. So now getting into the top 3. In 3rd place came the Paladins. So congratulations to you. Thank you again for entering. And the Paladins will be receiving a Phobos Librarian reinforcement. So again, congratulations. And in 2nd place, we have the Castigators. So great work. Congratulations to you, and look forward to the Castigators receiving a new Phobos lieutenant the new one with lots of knives. So, and if we get into a drum roll here, the number one voted for in the favorite homebrew chapter contest is the Ashen Wardens. So congratulations to the Ashen Wardens chapter, as you'll be receiving some reinforcements in the Impulsor and the Incursor Infiltrator squad. So congratulations, and again, thank you so much for entering. So with all that being said, and again, just thank you for everything. I definitely enjoyed this I don't know, contest, challenge, whatever you want to call it, so much that I want to do more of these. Now, I can't promise in the future that I'll be able to provide prize support necessarily like I did this one. It's just Space Marine Heroes definitely provided me with a pretty easy and somewhat affordable, it gets a little expensive, but somewhat affordable way of at least providing some kind of extra kind of thank you support to everyone that participated. With that though, I do want to do something like this again. I've thought about doing something like a kit bash challenge where people can submit their kit bashes and they don't need to be painted. This one I wanted a painting to be kind of a prerequisite, not necessarily something that was to be solely voted on. This wasn't a painting contest. This was supposed to be more of an overall kind of just, your own color scheme and background lore and just everything like that, and how it all worked together more than a painting challenge. Because I think there's plenty of painting contests and things like that that go on, and I wanted this to kind of be more of a hobby aspect. I just asked that things be painted as a prerequisite, because otherwise I could have been flooded with gray armies that weren't painted, and then I would just had a lot of there. And I don't think any of the gray armies would have won, so I don't necessarily think it would have been super fair to others. And then even still, like, there could have been the possibility that maybe a gray army did win because they got a bunch of their friends and family to vote for them, which then again, I don't think that would have been fair to those that did actually have painted models. So, but for a kit bash challenge, I think it's not necessarily a requirement. It would give you a step up potentially, as people probably like looking at a painted model more, but just in the kit bash challenge, it'd be more of like, how seamlessly does your kit bash together? Does it look cobbled together, or does it look good? I mean, orcs kind of have an advantage where they want their stuff to kind of look cobbled together, but I can also see where painting though can actually help things seem more seamless and more like this is a model, not something that was just pieces put on and glued on, and well, there we go. So that's definitely one idea I have. And then I've also had an idea of doing another similar kind of homebrew chapter thing, but with other races and Xenos and factions and stuff like that, like your own Imperial Guard regiment, your homebrew Tau Sept, your homebrew Craft World, Hive Fleet, Orc Mob, whatever it is, doing something like that in the future. But with that, I can't necessarily promise that I'll have prize support for everyone that participated. It's just Space Marine Heroes definitely provided something in this time that was definitely something I could afford to do. Well, I say afford, it was still a pretty penny, but I was able to kind of fudge it around a little bit. So I don't know what else they're going to be doing for the Space Marine Heroes necessarily. I know they have some Plague Marines coming out, so if I did a Chaos Homebrew, Chaos Legion thing, I don't know if people would appreciate getting a bunch of Plague Marines if they don't really play Death Guard or Plague Marines. I'm not sure. And then if they continue, like if they make a bunch of Space Marine Heroes, like a Tau Heroes and Tyranid Heroes, like a bunch of different ones like that, then potentially then I could customize my challenges around those series of models getting released. But I don't know. We'll see as the future progresses here. So, yeah, I guess without further ado, thank you again for all the support entries. If you're new to the channel, please check out the rest of it. Hit that subscribe button if you would. I would greatly appreciate that as well. And then let me know anywhere as you start watching videos or you see things, just if there's anything that you think I can improve upon or any ideas for new content that I can do, let me know, because I'm trying to improve all the time. Of course, money and time is always a restriction that I have to fight against, but if I can work on it, and if I can't do it now, I'll try to do it down the road. So I definitely appreciate any constructive criticism or advice or tips or anything that anybody might have, or things that they want to see, what kind of content you enjoy seeing and watching. So if you haven't already, I would definitely appreciate the subscribe and the like. And then again, check out the Facebook page in the description. I'll have a link, and you can check out what I got going there. I pretty frequently update there, and I'll ask questions and try to discuss and engage the community there as well. So all that being said, again, thank you all, and until next time.